Hey everybody, it is your college admissions coach. I hope y'all are having a great day. All right, so today I want us to have a conversation. I always want us to have a conversation, but I want to have a conversation about why you want to go to college. So let's talk about things that you need to be thinking about before you make that big decision to go to college because there's a lot that goes into it. And we're going to cover it today. Let's talk about why you want to go to college. I think that's a question that people don't ask students a lot, but I like to ask students who come into my office, and let's talk about why you want to go to college. Because to be quite honest and transparent with you, college is not for everyone. I do think that everyone can go to college, but for what it is that you might be interested in doing as a career, you may not need to go to college. So, why do you want to go to college? Like, is it because all your friends are going to college and you think that you need to follow them? Is it because your parents are pushing you towards college? Is it because you are pretty sure that in order for you to enter the field that you are interested in, you need a college degree? Um, for example, there are students who want to be real estate agents. You don't need to go to traditional college for that. You can go to a real estate school, take the classes, pass the test, go get your job, be a real estate agent. So let's back up a little bit because college is high demanding, like academically. Like you need to be successful, you need to really be on your A game for college. And so we need to think about what kind of student you are or what kind of student you were when you were in high school. Because let's just be honest, these days high school is really easy. At least that's what I hear from the students that I work with. They don't write many papers. They don't really have to adhere to deadlines. So what kind of student were you when you were in high school? Or what kind of student are you now in high school? Are you on top of the deadlines? Do you ask questions? Do you make an effort to meet with your teachers before or after class? Or do you just show up, do the bare minimum, and get assignments turned in when you can get them turned in? Are you all about athletics? Do you work? Do you have a part-time job? Like, think about what kind of student you are now. If you don't have the best grades in high school, then we need to have a conversation about that and talk about how it's going to be different when you get to the university or the community college because it is high demanding academically. Universities, community colleges, they are going to be more intense coursework than you've experienced in high school. So, what kind of student are you? So, going back to the career field conversation, what is it that you want to do as far as a career? And that we seriously need to pinpoint what this is or get a list of several different things that you're interested in. And I'm not expecting high school students to know exactly what they want to be right now. I mean, it's early. A lot of people don't know. Some people are 30 years old and still don't know what they want to be or do for a career. But what is it? Because you might be interested in being an insurance salesman and you don't need college for that. Or you might be interested in being a nurse, and you definitely have to go to college for that. But there's a couple of ways that you can be a nurse. You can go to a community college and get your licensed practical nursing diploma or LPN. You can also go to a community college and get your registered nursing degree, RN. Or you can go to a university and get your bachelor's of science in nursing degree. So there's many different ways. So for nursing, yeah, you got to go to college. Maybe you want to be a teacher. You have to go to college to be a teacher. Or Maybe you want to be a police officer. And what do you think? Do you need to go to college? Yeah, you actually do. You go to a community college and you will enter the basic law enforcement training program. That program is like a few months long, and then you can become a cop. What if you want to be a lawyer? You have to go to a lot of college. To be a lawyer, you have to go get your bachelor's degree, or you can start at the community college. Either way, but you need a bachelor's degree, and then you will apply to law school. And that's how you become a lawyer. So, what career field is it that you want to go into? Maybe you want to be a truck driver. Then you need to go to a community college, or you can go to a private truck driving school. I would say go to a community college, pay less, and make that money back in no time. You might pay less than $500 at a community college to learn how to be a truck driver, but you might go to a truck driving school and pay over 1,000, a lot of money. You want to make sure that when you leave your program, that when you go get your job, that you make the money that you spent plus some. So, what field are you wanting to go into? This is a big one, community college versus university. And people are not having this conversation enough. And there's a difference, and they offer so many different things. To me, both community college and the university, they are very important in helping students reach their next level. I did not attend a traditional community college. And the reason I say traditional is because I was in the Air Force, and the Air Force has their own community college that you are automatically entered into based on the career field that you do in the military, in the Air Force. But in the traditional sense, I did not leave high school and go to a community college. I went straight to a university. But for what I do now, I needed to go to a university. There are different avenues that you can take as a student to reach your goal. So if you figured out that you need to go to college, then which college do you go to? If you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be an engineer, then you need to go to a university after high school. You can start at a community college, but you can go to a university after high school. On the flip side, if you want to be a welder, if you want to be a hairstylist, a cosmetologist, if you want to be an esthetician, if you want to be an electrician, if you want to be a paramedic, if you want to be um what else? If you want to be a nurse, nursing is tricky, but you can go to a community college. Um, for me, it comes down to what is going to um, what is going to give me the most bang for my buck. So in the case of nursing, you could go to a university and be a nurse and pay a lot more than you would at university or at a community college. Or you can go to a community college and spend probably less than $5,000 for your whole degree, and then become a nurse. Universities don't offer welding. They don't offer electrical degrees. You can be an electrical engineer, but to be an electrician, you need to go to a community college. Universities don't offer truck driving classes. Universities don't offer basic law enforcement classes. Like if you want to be a police officer, universities do offer degrees in criminology or criminal justice, but that's not going to make you a police officer. So we need to think about which higher education institution are you going to? I'm just saying. When you are thinking about college, there are some questions that you need to ask yourself. We need to have a conversation and figure out why you want to go to college. That's number one. What kind of student are you now in high school? Or what kind of student were you in high school? Because that affects how you perform at the collegiate level. Not to say that you can't improve and get better at being a student, but we need to talk about that. Because have you improved? Also, we need to figure out what career field that you want to go into. Because um, if you're trying to be a salesperson, you don't need to go to college to be a salesperson. You could literally graduate high school and go get a job working for Verizon and cell phones and make a commission. So let's talk about what career field you're trying to enter. Um, and then are you going to a community college or university? Because their missions are very different from each other. They offer different programs. So let's have these conversations before you jump into applying to college and then you get there and realize, okay, this isn't for me. This is not what I need to do to get to where I want to be. So, yeah. Okay, so if you made it to the end of this video, thank you very much. And could you make a comment in the box below and just say end so I know that you made it to the end? I really appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at your college admissions coach. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be coming back with more videos for you to for us to have a conversation about what it is that you're trying to do with your life. I am your college admissions coach. Thanks.